Witam was serdecznie. Okej, to co? Idziemy za Agatą. Ale piew. Nie, o, chodź, stój. O.
Good girl, Charlie.
Charlie to jest kobitka?
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Okej. Kaplica Agaty.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Co będziemy tam walczyć? Próba starszych bogów Osztur. Otwórz log do zablokowanych miejsc. Zalecany poziom gracza 1, obecny poziom jest 3. Dobrze.
There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The elder gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should know.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Pokonaj wszystkich wrogów.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Zaznaczenie na każdego wroga na obszarze działania. O kurde.
I am impressed.
Ugryzienie. Po nokaucie zbierz kartę. Okej. Zróbmy szybki atak.
You were too weak for this fight.
Dobra. Nara.
Your mother abandoned.
O Jezus, jaki tekst. Dobrze. Dobrze.
Feel my call.
O, mój też nie. Mamy jeszcze jeden, tak?
Your time has come.
No dobrze.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Nie mam już kart. Po 7. Tam.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Okej, i dostaliśmy, ale ta głowa, kurde, tam nie pasuje na tym. No ale okej. Dostaliśmy nowy komiks.
This looks like a
Dokładnie. Słowo mocy. Dar osztur pozwala otwierać wszystkie magiczne zamki i bramy. Słowo mocy otworzy zapewnić dostęp do nowych obszarów i pomieszczeń na terenie opactwa, które zostały zamknięte w magiczny sposób.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Otwórz bramy używając słowo mocy. Abracadabra. O.
Hunter, hello. Use the word of power on the door over there.
I will try.
No i... Muszę coś zrobić? Tu jeszcze coś mamy. Kurde, za szybko kliknąłem. Myślałem, że to coś będzie jakieś ten... O, mamy, jednak mamy, otwórz.
Ashtur smiles upon me.
Bo za szybko przekliknąłem. Kurde, te klucze pieprzone.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
O Jezus, ta grafika tu też w tych cutscenach i tak dalej jest, no, jak Ilix-2. Okropna. Walki są spoko, walki są super. Yeah.
Good girl, Charlie.
Oh yeah. Serduszka.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Okej.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going?
Mamy cewkę.
Let's see what he's done here. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge.
Mroczne leczenie. Przywód słuszny pełne zdrowie. Uzdrowienie. Otrzymuje obrażenia o wartości 17. Aha. Dostaje pełne. Nałóż efekt na znaczenie. 2 na każdego wroga pod wpływem efektu krawienia. Za darmo. Znaczenie. Po knockoutie uzyskujesz zagrane karty. Max 1 za zdolność. Nie liczy się jako zagranie karty. Okej. Albo to ulepszyć. To co? Hunter po prostu będzie wszystkich leczył, tak? I to też 0 kosztuje. To nic nie kosztuje, to za darmo.
Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
Nałóż efekt na znaczenie. Na każdego wroga pod wpływem efektu krwawienia. Tu muszę pierw krwawienie nałożyć, a potem mogę głód założyć. To jest zdolność ciemna. Za darmo leczenie. Wezmę.
Later.
niezwykłą zdolność bojową dla bohaterów. Ekran bohatera, by wyposażyć się w tę zdolność. W pewnym momencie otworzysz ekran bohatera używając trójkąt. Okej. Edytuj talię. Muszę mieć w swoich taliach bojowych 8 zdolności. Aby użyć nowej zdolność, najpierw musisz przestać używać zdolności, którą chcesz zastąpić. Cięcie, cięcie, szybkie cięcie. Bicz, bicz. Niech no będzie tak.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Zniszcz wszystko, co przysięgło z mrodem Hydry. Idziemy w ciemną stronę czy jasną stroną? Jasno.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
No dobrze.
What have you brought me today?
Artefakt.
By the hoary hosts of Agathy, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Prophia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. A simple object, though certainly not useless.
Okej. Mam artefakt. Samouczek. Kończenie projektu bodajże zajmuje cały dzień, ale zapewnia potężne nagrody, takie jak ulepszenie pokojów, przedmioty bojowe oraz stroje bojowych. Gry wojny, droga kłów. Co za to dostaniemy? Warsztat przedmiotu, symat później, stwórz potężny jednorazowy przedmiot bojowy. Jednorazowy odlewnia. Zwiększ możliwość zdolności, zdobądź dodatkową zdolność, analizując cewkę gamy. Dodatkową zdolność, analizując cewkę gamy. Ok. Nie spełniono wymagań. Ukończ misję. Ukończ misję 3, Blade 2-3. Wydawaj ruch, by odpychać przeciwników w walce. No to co zrobimy z tą cewką? Jutro rano. Okej. Analizę cewkę gamy.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
Nie mogę się doczekać.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Sparuj z Ghost Rider. Okej. Dobrze, ziomkuś.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider. No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. Możemy w ogóle to... ulepszona zdolność. Dobierz 2 karty po nadmiarowym leczeniu. Spoko.
I think we've got something for everyone.
Wezmę. I sparring. Każdego dnia Hunter może wypaść nowego partnera do sparingu. Kurde, czuję się trochę jak w tym. Jak się ta gra nazywała? Fire Emblem. Tak samo było. Piew sobie, coś tam robisz, kurde, za dnia, idziesz tam gadać, pierdołą, ćwiczyć i tak dalej, a potem jakieś misje ogarnąć. Codzienny sparring. Każdego dnia Hunter może wybrać nowego partnera do sparingu, co prowadzi do zacięcia więzi unikatowych nagród. Dobrze.
Maybe you should be the spirit.
No. 1 punkt do szkolenia, 3 punkty do przyjaźni, szybkie myślenie, pospolite, premia bojowa, zyska efekt szybkość 2 na początku misji.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Jest misja.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. Peace. Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble.
It is indeed.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Sugerujesz coś?
Are you trying to make a point with this?
No, I mean, I just wanted to catch up.
I see. Well...
She's something else, though, huh?
Excuse me?
Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
O Jezus.
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Okej. Co mamy w ogóle na mapie? O. Ty.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Znajdę ją, nie ma na to czasu. Znajdę ją.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
And I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Znajdź Ilię. Gdzie ona jest? O Jezus, ile chcą ze mną porozmawiać.
Not much more I can tell.
Thanks, Captain. I shall...
Może muszę wszystkim porozmawiać.
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Okej.
Привет, Hunter.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Captain Marvel has a lead on Hydra. Time to go.
I'm in the middle of something. Come back later.
Something more important than saving the world?
Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal.
No, w końcu.
It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doktor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Kurde. Nie trzeba było się napracować. Żeby ona się zgodziła.
I usually just wing it out there.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Okej, tutaj sobie potem wybierzemy misję. Tam sobie jest kasa. Zaniemy cewkę. I skrzynka danych. Zatrzymaj helikopter Hydrę. Albo Hydrę. Kredyty. Dobrze. Na tym zakończę ten odcinek. W następnym śmigamy z nową misją. To trzymajcie się i do zobaczenia.